All right, double-checking what's happening in traffic. West Pinhook at Rue Ferdinand. We have a traffic crash there. That's West Pinhook at Rue Ferdinand. Also, East Pinhook this morning at the Southwest Evangeline Thruway. That's East Pinhook at the Southwest Evangeline Thruway. Also, Lafayette Police are reporting a traffic crash Northwest Evangeline Thruway. Northwest Evangeline Thruway, just before you get to I-10. So please make sure you're buckling up in all of these areas and out and about this morning. If you see trouble, let us know. Be our eyes and ears out there this morning. 232-1542. It's 232-1542. Traffic brought to you by Compassion International, and every child is full of potential. But poverty can steal that potential from a child. You can change that when you become a Compassion sponsor. Go to compassion.com/radio to sponsor a child now. This is perfect music for Jackie.
Oh, of course.
Because she is all lit up, ready to talk.
So,
I am.
I mean, obviously, you pay attention to commercials even on a day-to-day basis more than most people.
Sure, absolutely.
However, Super Bowl is like the Super Bowl of ads.
I literally said that last night. It is my Super Bowl of advertising. The problem is, and I am not alone in this, when do you go to the bathroom? Because you can't miss the game. The game was awesome. You can't miss a commercial. It is like a recipe for needing to drink cranberry juice today. Come on.
Well, okay. I'm with you. I was underwhelmed by the commercials.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I think maybe because I was so distracted by how good the game was.
The game was great.
I had to get up in the commercial break, to your point.
Right. Well, I mean, everybody has to get up
at some point.
Yeah.
You know?
But, no, the commercials were fantastic.
Okay. I mean, I loved Sick Alexa.
Sick Alexa.
Because it's true. What do you do?
Right.
And it's funny because, you know
think
what?
She's going to get the flu? Is that what you're worried about?
Well, I'm just going to say, whatever millennial was sitting around in the Amazon offices, do they use an agency or do they do in-house?
They use an agency.
Okay, so whatever agency they use, sitting around and saying, oh my gosh, it's all about voice, and everyone is losing their voice right now.
Right.
I have to talk for a living, and I have lost my voice a few times this sick season. It's great. And then you had all these people making cameos. Leslie Jones, Rebel Wilson from a bathtub. Like it was great. It was just great.
No, the whole thing, and they each played up to their character. So that was fantastic. The funny spots were really funny this year. The Tide commercial, the way they carried it out throughout the game, that was genius.
Yep.
The Manning brothers. I mean, Peyton's spot where he takes the family to Disney was awesome, but Eli and OBJ working on their touchdown dance, and it was from Dirty Dancing, that was classic.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people talking about that one, and, but it's like always on the Monday after Super Bowl, there's like the winners or the losers.
Right.
Because there are also a lot of times, and I haven't even Googled it yet. There was a commercial I saw, and at the end, it just says HQ.
Oh, that's the trivia game.
Okay.
And that was the woman winning. Like, she had the most dramatic win ever.
See, I saw it, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Well, all the young kids who play HQ, you've aged yourself out of that demographic.
So. Yes. I want to know about vitamins.
Yeah.
That's
but here's the thing. So we had these really great
bars.
funny commercials, but we had some really great emotional commercials, too. Toyota's Paralympic spot. The odds.
That was the first one we heard about when Bernie and I were texting back and forth. I think she had just seen the Paralympic spot and was like, oh my gosh, it got me.
Yeah.
Like, I want to cry right now because it's just so, you know what? I sit around. Look, guys, I've had a personal journey. We know that, right? Over the last year or so. I've been trying to redo some things, make some things better. I don't smoke anymore. I exercise. And then I think to myself, I complain when I hurt, when I have to exercise. But, hello, I don't have those obstacles. Right. My legs still work. And I'm like, I was filled with so much shame yesterday. And then I was like, oh, dude.
So you're shamed
Lindsey
into buying
Vonn.
a Toyota.
Right.
No, but I'm like, yeah, I love that they love her.
Right.
And I love her. And this is awesome. So I'm like, America, man.
Well, how about Verizon and the first responder calls?
Yeah. That was amazing.
I mean, that one got me.
I know.
When they're calling their first responders back
to
thank them.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I saw the other one that I really liked was the Chevy Traverse. So it was parked. I mean, of course, it was beautiful. Chevy changed the design. So they brought these people out and said, what do you think about the design? What do you like? And they were like, it's modern. It's great. And they're like, well, the best part's about what's inside. And they opened up the car doors, and it was family members who they hadn't seen in forever.
Right.
You're here. Oh, my gosh. And you know what? That's the point. You're picking yes, you're picking the latest vehicle and you want navigation and you want a reverse camera, but you also are transporting the most important things to you inside of it, which I thought was great. It totally put a bow on it for us.
But that wasn't made for the Super Bowl. That commercial's been running for a little while.
Okay.
And so, what I found disconcerting was the people who really went all out and created these amazing, new, fresh, bright campaigns. And then every once in a while on a break, you'd have a local spot that we've seen over and over again.
So you thought,
And I was like, oh, dude, if you're going to spend the money to be in the Super Bowl, make a new spot.
Do it up right.
Come on.
Do a new one, yeah. You see a lot of NBC stations around the country use the Super Bowl as an opportunity to unveil their own new imaging.
Right.
Their own new, the NBC station down in New Orleans spent last week with Lester Holt in New York. So they shot all their new promos on the set and did a whole tie-in thing.
That's
nice.
the
kind of stuff that premieres, when people see that. So let's talk about commercials in general. Whether it's a radio commercial or a TV commercial, a lot of people doing digital, what we call pre-roll at the beginning of videos. How important is getting that heartfelt message? And does it get old? Like does the more emotional ones, it seems like you see them fewer times. Maybe they don't run as long because they will get burnt out. They're so powerful. Right.
Well, whether it's humorous or nostalgic, whatever the emotion is, the idea is to have it connect back to your brand. And I'll use the Verizon spot as an example. They did a fantastic job of talking about making calls, which is what their network is about, and then first responders who answer the call.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a nice little tie-in. So that was clever, smart messaging. And so no matter what your budget and no matter what your medium, whether you're going to be on radio or online or whatever, you've got to make sure that your message connects back to what you do. There's got to be something. Now, can you run the same one spot over and over again for a decade? No, people are going to get tired of it.
People are going to know.
They're going to get bored of it.
Yeah.
But you can take a campaign and stretch it out for a long time if you've got fresh, new approaches. And I would use, on a local example, Lafayette General. I mean, that campaign has been running for 6-7 years now, but there's new, fresh stories every year, and so that keeps people interested.
And everyone always catches my attention.
Right.
Because I was caught from the beginning in it. So now, what's the story this time?
Yep.
Oh,
and just about everybody has a Lafayette General story. You were born there, you had your kids there, you worked there, you know somebody who's had their life saved there. So whatever it might be, it's a great way for them to tell those stories throughout the community. So when you have a campaign like that, if you keep it fresh and unveil new chapters in the story on a regular basis, then your campaign can last a long time.
Jaci Russo, great information as always. I know you loved it.
I really did. I thought the ads were fantastic. I thought they really rose to the level again this year. I mean, even some of the hokeyer ones, like the Australian Dundee. You start down one journey thinking it's a movie, and then it turns out to be.
I'm actually thinking the commercials that I normally always love are Budweiser.
Right.
I can't.
They did the water one, which was great.
The water one, yes, which was really good.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Really, when you sit back and think about it in its entirety, it was a really great series of ads this year.
But how do you feel about people releasing their ads early?
I don't like it.
I was about to say,
I don't like it either.
I totally forgot about the water one because I saw it last week. It circulated around, and we even talked about it on the show.
Amen to that, Rob.
Yeah.
Amen to that. And same, Rob was asking me this morning. To me, it's like ruining Christmas.
Yes.
It's peeking at your presents before Christmas Day. And I don't think you should release them.
I try to not watch them. Yeah. I mean, I know they're out there.
Yeah. I don't watch them.
And so I really don't. Well, every once in a while they'll pop up on a news segment or something. Yep. So I do my best to avoid them because I like to watch them in the moment of the game. To me,
it has a different meaning.
It absolutely does.
Someone has, there was Pink singing the Star Spangled Banner.
With
and then
the flu.
Teams, right. Yeah, and she spits out the gum.
I mean,
takes
come
the
on.
gum out. I mean, I'm sorry. It just shows how American we all are and how humble we are, really, truly. But then how great we all are when we work together.
Yeah. Well, I thought JT's halftime show was fantastic.
Okay, now here's where we might differ a bit.
Oh, no.
I hate it.
I thought it was
here's
terrible.
the thing. I loved, to me, it was kind of flat. I thought the outfit was terrible. It was okay. It was so-so. I thought he's such an amazing performer. To me, I guess I'm greedy. I wanted more. I just thought it was kind of flat, except when he did the Prince tribute. And I thought everybody got really into it.
So here's why I will differ with you both.
Uh-oh.
Prince was very outspoken when he was alive about how terrible he thought hologram performances were.
It wasn't a hologram. It was a projection.
It was. He thought it looked deep. He said in interviews, because it was when the Tupac thing. Remember
Right.
Tupac
was
like a headliner at Coachella or something?
I think he was on tour, basically.
A few years ago, and it was like a hologram Tupac.
Right.
And he said he thinks it looks demonic. He would never want it to ever happen with him. So a lot of his Prince, the hardcore Prince fans, were like, this is exactly what he never wanted to happen.
But here's the thing. It wasn't a hologram. It was literally him singing. You know, it reminded me of when Unforgettable was remixed.
Yes.
And so Natalie sang it with her dad because it was actual footage of him singing. And that's what this was. This was footage of him from the Purple Rain movie.
And then where it just came
And
through.
you're in Minnesota. How do you not pay
Well,
tribute?
and then,
that's kind of what I was. And I didn't know about the other side of it. So for the average person like me, I don't know that side of it. So to me, it was very endearing.
Yeah. Well, in from the other side of it, the less publicized side, 2 nights before the Super Bowl on Friday night, JT actually released his album to a private party at Paisley Park, which is where Prince lived and died.
That was his place.
And so I had a friend who was at it and said, it was so much Prince. He sang a lot of Prince because it was apparently there's like a small little venue inside of there where he would have people over for like, hey, let's just have a jam session, whatever. And he would pop in, have parties. So anyway, I think
the clothes messed it up for me.
It wasn't a nice outfit, I agree. But I think the outfit ties in with the new album. I mean, it's that kind of country, southern roots rock sound, or southern pop.
There was too much baggage. It just looked weird. Those pants looked.
Birdie's worried about the clothes.
Like some, what do they call those pants?
Ugly.
Well,
like
that's
parachute
it.
pants?
Yeah, but there's another name for
them. They
them.
also have drop crotch pants?
Yes.
Like
the shirt was more disconcerting to me than anything.
I just thought the whole outfit was, it looked like he couldn't move very well either. And I'm like, dance, I love you, JT.
All I'm saying is I have extremely high standards for the Super Bowl performance.
I obviously don't, because I was thrilled the whole time. I obviously have very low standards because I had a great night.
Everybody on Facebook loved him too.
Right.
Yeah, people except for a few friends.
Yeah, I was definitely in the minority.
Yeah.
Because some people just like Justin.
Right. Well, my junior, Jordan, was bummed because she kept waiting for NSYNC to come out. She was just sure it was going to be a reunion. And I told her the whole time, I'm like, there's no way. It's not going to happen. She goes, but Beyonce brought back Destiny's Child. I said, well, it's been done. He's not bringing back NSYNC.
The only person I had money on that he was going to bring out because of his new sound, because of everything, was Chris Stapleton. Because, they're very they're very tight. And Chris Stapleton's huge right now. I thought maybe that, but...
Not so much.
Not so much. All right, Jaci Russo. Good to see you.
Likewise. I thought the ads were awesome.
Go listen to the podcast. You can find it on iTunes.
Yes.
Find it there.
Raise your branding.
And make sure you rate it.
Yes, please.
Give
5 stars.
Yes.
We need all the stars we can
Unless you don't really like it, don't give it a 1-star rating.
No.
Only rate it if you dig it. But you're going to love it.
I think you will. I think
Little
it's nice.
Quick hits.
Yeah.
All right. 7:52. We're back after this.